Hello, how are you guys? Welcome in to day one of the Ultimate Abundance Mindset Workshop. Guys, let's jump right in. I'm going to share my screen. I'm really excited to present this for you. Okay, for those of you who are going to be joining me live, I will be answering questions towards the end. But if you're catching this on the replay, I will have a space in the group just to ask questions about this. And trust me, this is going to be such a thorough and awesome workshop over the next 3 days. I'm just really excited to present this to you guys. All right, so let's jump right in. This is the Ultimate Abundance Mindset Workshop. So if you are struggling to make the amount of money you know you deserve, you should be making, and you're struggling to get the value out of the life that you're currently living and the work that you're currently doing, this mindset workshop is for you. Over the next 3 days, you're going to learn why exactly you have the amount of money you have right now and how to change that. What to do if you, your family, your friends have never had a lot of money. The ultimate money and wealth mindset ever, and the 7 most powerful wealth building principles and strategies known. And we're going to actually get into a lot of this today in today's workshop. And here's my promise to you. If you apply what you learned today in this week over the next 30 days, this month, like in April, you are going to attract more money and abundance into your life. Regardless, I'm telling you right now, this stuff works, and I swear to you, it's going to change your mindset in a big time way. This workshop breakdown is basically going to be in 2 parts each day. All right, and day 1 is today. We're going to go over discovering and the principles of wealth and abundance. Okay, you're going to discover your current money mindset and learn the principles to building true wealth. Tomorrow, we're going to get into worthiness and self-image. I'll talk more about that towards the end. And same with day 3. We're going to get into acceptance and how to actually apply what you're learning here. But even after today, we're going to be applying some really cool things at the end of today's module here. So this workshop, you guys, is going to be like nothing you've ever done before. And it actually has the power to completely change your bank account forever. I'm talking 2x, 3x, or even 10xing your monthly income. Okay. And I only can say that because it has happened to me and many others after applying what you're going to learn here today. All right. So let's jump right in. So day 1, discovery and principles. How do you feel about money? We need to discover how you currently feel about money. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to get into your money story. And what is your relationship with money right now? In other words, how do you feel about money? And be completely honest and transparent. The more honest and transparent you can be about this, the more success you can actually achieve. Do you love money? Do you hate it? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it the root of all evil? Is it easy to make or is it hard to make? Do you never have enough of it? When you get it, do you save it or do you spend it? And last but not least, do you get jealous when other people have it and you don't? All right, all of these questions will help you start to paint the picture of what your relationship with money looks like, okay? But before we even get into the relationship with money, we want to start figuring out what exactly is money. Okay, this is going to be very important to understand. What is money? How would you describe money? Like, what is your definition of money? Is it a currency, a tool, a value indicator, a physical, virtual thing? Is it even real? This part is going to really start to open your mind to what we're going to get into here. But really, I really want to highlight what the known definitions of money are before we get into what it actually is, okay? So this, if you looked it up in Google or in a dictionary, these are some of the things you're going to find. Money is the current medium of exchange in the form of coins and banknotes, or it's coins and banknotes collectively, right? Like just money, right? It's also can be referenced as the assets, property, and resources owned by someone or something. It can also be referred to as wealth and financial gain, right? It's also referred to as the payment for work that you do and wages for employees. And last but not least, it's a medium of exchange for some form of value. Okay, a product, a service, your knowledge, right? Some type of benefit someone's paying for. Okay, these are really generally accepted definitions. And all of those are awesome, but they don't actually explain what money is. Here's the reality, you guys. Money is actually energy. Money is literally just an idea. It's a concept. Okay, it's not actually a thing, right? When you go to your bank account, do you actually see any money? We just see numbers there, right? It's just a representation. It's just an idea of value and worth, okay? And so, in other words, money is actually energy. In fact, guys, I did a masterclass on this a couple weeks ago in the group. If you didn't see that, go check it out. It's awesome. But it talks about this concept. We go really deep into that. But I'm going to touch on this here because this is so important to understand. Everything is energy, you guys. Everything. Everything in the universe. We live in an energetic universe. Okay, and everything is energy, including you and me. So the idea is this, guys. We live in an infinite energetic universe. Literally, if you look around you, yes, you will see physical things, but at a quantum level, they are vibrating. The electrons and molecules are vibrating energetically. The energy forms into a physical matter, in which gives rise to the physical world that we live in. But this applies to even you and I. We have atoms that make up our body, and we have subatomic particles that make up atoms. We're talking about the subatomic quantum world here of energy, okay? So literally you and I are energetic beings living in a physical body, okay? Which means that we have thoughts, right? Neurons are firing and they're electrical impulses. Literally science will measure that electrical impulses and neurons in your brain when you're thinking, and it can read it. It can actually measure it. Our feelings and our emotions are magnetic impulses. We feel certain energy or emotions. Emotions are energy in motion, by the way. But we feel certain energies in different frequencies. Anger and hatred lives on a certain frequency. Happiness and joy and excitement lives on a different frequency. And so every time you feel into a different emotion or a different thing or a different thought, you are actually sending out a different energetic signal. So the reality is, you guys, between your thoughts and your feelings, you're sending an electromagnetic frequency signal out into the universe. It's an EMF signal. And that is your energy, okay? Again, we go in more depth in that masterclass, so check that out if you haven't seen that yet. But the reality is, you guys, you attract what you think and how you feel via the law of attraction and the law of vibration, actually. The law of vibration states that everything in the universe is energy. It vibrates at some level, okay? But really, the law of attraction means that like frequencies cohere with one another or are attracted to one another. For instance, if you go out there and you're super happy, and let's just say you're getting gas, and you drop your car off, you get gas, you run in, and you win the lottery. So you're super excited. And somebody else just got into an accident and pulled in to get gas and can't afford their gas. So they're miserable and angry. You walk by that individual. Would you be naturally attracted to that individual, or would you be repelled from them? This is a law of attraction in an actual instance, right? Usually when you're happy and excited, you're attracted to other happy and excited people. Okay, you're similar energy. Same thing as when you're miserable and angry, you tend to attract other miserable, angry people, ideas, thoughts, that type of thing. So if you walk by that person, the one person would be mad at you because you seem to be happy, and you would be wanting to get away from that person because they're angry or seemingly upset at the world. Okay. And so I'm just lowering my heat here. And so the reality is we attract energy, like energy attracts. Okay. So if you think of yourself as a human magnet that's constantly attracting what you speak, what you're thinking, and how you feel, literally via this energetic thing we're talking about, it's just like a cell phone. How a cell phone works, right? You look at your cell phone and it can pick up a certain frequency, right? Certain phone numbers, IP addresses, right? It's on certain frequencies and wavelengths. Our thoughts are on completely different ones, and our feelings are on completely different frequencies as well. But the idea is the same exact thing, where you and I, human beings, are just like cell phones. Whatever you send out, right? The energy you send out is actually the energy you get back. Like frequencies cohere with one another. For instance, if you're on a cell phone and you dial up your best friend's number and you dial it, it sends out that particular number and then connects to their number. So the like frequencies cohere with one another and it allows you to actually converse, just like I'm doing this training actually. Same exact concept, okay? So what this means is whatever you think and however you feel about money is what you are actually attracting. So if you think and feel that money's bad and that I don't never have enough of it, and you're thinking and feeling in lack, well, then that's going to attract lackful energy into your life. Lackful circumstances and opportunities or lack thereof, right? Lackful ideas and thoughts and other things. Okay. So what I want to really do with you guys at this phase is do a quick self-coaching on the poor mindset, the lackful mindset, right? In this circumstances, I have no money in my bank. Okay. Your thoughts around having no money in your bank could be any of these. I'm poor. I never have enough money. I never went to school. I'm unlucky. Money's hard to make. All right. And the emotion that you feel is probably close to less than, right? Not deserving, not good enough, unworthy, limited, sad, depressed, that I got no money, anxious, reliant upon others, uncertain. Maybe you even feel stupid because you didn't go to school and you're not making enough money if you associate having education with having a lot of money, right? Or being able to have a lot of money. And so the action that leads to is you feel sorry for yourself. Woe me, you're a victim, right? You're always complaining that you have no money, right? And you're never looking for ways to make more money. Or if you do, you just think that you're just unlucky or that you're just not worthy of those other things, okay? And the result is I continue to have no money in my bank, okay? So this is a very standard and traditional poor money mindset that a lot of people have. I used to have this exact mindset several years ago until I started learning about all this stuff, until I started to, level up in my own mindset. This is what it looked like. Okay, so here's what the better version of you looks like. I have money in my bank. I am abundant, even if you have no money in your bank. This is what we want to start to do, is start thinking in terms of abundance, okay? And the thoughts that lead to that are, I love money. Making money is easy. I'm valuable and people want to pay me more for my services, right? I'm worthy. I'm feeling more deserving. I'm feeling grateful. I'm feeling blessed. I'm happy. I'm unlimited. I'm abundant. All those feelings coincide with the energy of having money, which again, being in that energy, you will start to attract more money. Okay, we're going to be talking about this a lot throughout this entire workshop today. But the action you take because you're thinking more positively and feeling more positively about money is you feel better around money. So you want to do more and provide more value to people. You want to make more money. You're happier, smiling more. You see more money-making opportunities and you start to take action on them. You inquire about them, right? You start to get more money in the bank, or at least more opportunities to make more money in the bank. You start to get more abundant, okay? So this is really a screenshot. If you guys are listening into this, I want you guys to take a screenshot of this. This is very, very important, and you can use it as an indicator of where you are currently, okay? Is it a scarcity or lack type of mindset that you're living in, right? Hate, jealous, disappointed, frustrated, limited around money, right? It's hard to make. I never have enough of it. I'm not worthy. When you get it, you spend it right away, right? Or you spend it on yourself, or you reluctantly spend it, like you don't want to spend it because then you're never going to get it back, right? And really, where will I get more of it is thoughts that you have about that, right? If you can catch yourself having any of these thoughts or feelings and go over to this other side and start to entertain these different ones, love, excited, happy, joyful, freeing, empowered, right? Those are the thoughts and feelings that create abundance, okay? It's easy to make money. It's easy to make. I always have plenty of it, right? There's always plenty. When you get it, you save it or you want to invest it, or you spend it on others happily, right? Or easily spend it with not a lot of resistance. Money opportunities are all around you. You see it just flowing into your life, right? So really the question is, guys, are you attracting or repelling money in abundance right now? I want you just to check in with yourself and write this down, okay? Write down what you're thinking and how you're feeling about money. Guys, the reality is we live in an infinite universe. You can look outside right now and you can see all the I see infinite snow and grass in between because we just had a snowstorm. But wherever you are in the world, you can look out and see all the beautiful trees and infinite blades of grass. If you're on a beach, you can look at the sand and try to count the sand. It's literally infinite. There is an abundance of everything in nature, including money, including this energetic idea of money. There's infinite amount of money, and we're going to get into that tomorrow, actually, on how to actually start to attract significant amounts of money with the right ultimate mindset. Okay, we're going to get into that today a little bit, but tomorrow we really get into that idea. Okay, but just pause for a second. Pause for a second right now and look at the abundance all around you. The abundance of love in your life, right? The abundance of blessings in your life. Maybe money hasn't quite blessed you quite yet. It's only because you haven't understood it quite yet, which you're at the end of this workshop and today even, you're going to have such an awesome understanding of money. It's going to blow your mind. I promise you. But even if it hasn't blessed you yet, look at all the other blessings in your life. There's an abundance of amazingness in your life all around you. Try to count the leaves on the trees, okay? Try to count the hairs on your head. Mine would be easy, but maybe even on your pet's, back. Try to count the hairs that make up, your pets. It's almost impossible. There's so much abundance of it, okay? But it's all around you. The food in a farm and in a field of corn stalks, if you will, right? Whatever it is, look around you and you'll see all this abundance, okay? So money is energy. That's part one. Okay. Part two is the actual principles of building wealth and money in abundance in your life for real. Okay. And this is literally the 7 most powerful wealth building principles and strategies known, which will help you begin to install the ultimate wealth building mindset for yourself. Okay. Are you guys ready for this? All right. Even if you're catching this on the replay, shoot down below, like comment below if it's opening your eyes, if you're getting value out of this. I promise you by the end, this is going to be a very powerful training that you're going through. Okay. So guys, I want you to take advantage and take a screenshot of this screen right here. I did this on purpose so that you can actually have it all in one spot. But this right here will transform your life completely. I guarantee it. If you take what's on this screen and you really read it and absorb it and allow it to penetrate your being, your thoughts and feelings, it will completely transform your life. I'm telling you right now. Okay. And then you actually start applying this. Okay. And we're going to go through each one of these briefly. And we're going to go through the first 4. Okay. During today's workshop, and the leverage piece, we're going to get into tomorrow and the next day. Okay. Because I don't want to bombard you guys with information on the first day, but this is so important. And I really want you to get this in your mind right now. So the foundational principle is money equals energy. Money is a currency. It is a tool. It is a channel. It's all these things, but it actually at its core, it is energy. And if your energy does not match with it, you will repel it. Okay, so that's a foundational principle. You can do all these other 7 principles and strategies and still not make money if your energy doesn't match properly. That's why it's the foundational principle. Okay, a lot of people don't even know that. So it's not even number 1, it's foundational. So number 1 principle is pay yourself first. Always pay yourself first. Again, we're going to get into this in more detail. The second one is the wealth building strategy, the actual strategy that everybody uses to build wealth. Okay. And again, we're going to get into this. The wealth building ratio. There's each ratio for if you're just starting off, if you're an intermediate, if you're an advanced, if you have a lot of wealth and you want to build more. There's a ratio that you follow. Okay. As a general structure. Increase your value and expertise will increase your money automatically. Okay, we're going to talk about that. Leverage is one of the biggest principles of building wealth because everyone has the same amount of time in a day. So why is it some people make billions of dollars and other people make pennies? It has nothing to do with time, actually, which is phase number 1. Time is not equal to money. All right, and we're going to get into this tomorrow, actually, with trading time for money 1-to-1, trading your time 1-to-many. That's a little bit better of a leverage. And then the most advanced is trading other people's time for money or doing something like a training like this one time where people can benefit from it all the time. So you're leveraging your time most effectively. Okay. Hence why I do these trainings, and I'm going to start to do a lot more of them because it leverages my time most effectively for you. Okay. To provide the most value to the most amount of people. So leverage phase number 2 is increase your assets and decrease your liabilities. Okay. And again, we're going to get into this in day 2 and day 3. The last phase 3 is increase your passive income. There's so many channels, you guys, online funnels, website blogs, podcasts, books, movies, videos, right? Teachings, art, coachings, trainings, network marketing, crypto, real estate, Airbnb, franchise, business owners, traditional stocks, bonds, gold, currencies, all those things, IRAs, mutual funds, all these things, you can leverage your money to make you more money. And that's actually it's the third part of the wealth building strategy. So let's get into this. Okay, guys? Number 1 is you always pay yourself first. I don't care if you're enormously in debt. You need to start prioritizing yourself. You always put your mask on first. Okay. I'm here to tell you, most people pay everyone else first. Okay. I used to do this too. I didn't know these strategies. I didn't know these principles until later on in life for myself. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. As soon as you learn them, you get to apply them. And you could turn yourself into a millionaire over the course of a couple of years if you start applying these. And over the course of a year, if you actually apply these the right way. But most people pay everyone else first. They pay their bills, they pay loans, people they owe debts to, family, friends, everybody else gets paid with their first, with their next paycheck. And then they pay themselves at the end, but it's often leaving nothing left. So you never pay yourself. Right? And then now every week goes by, you never have money. Okay, you're never building in the very first principle. Always pay yourself first. Okay? And when you pay yourself. Don't just pay yourself and then spend it. Pay yourself. Okay, keep that money. Keep it. It's going to build your net worth. Okay? Wealth building strategy is number 2, okay? And it starts with income. Number 1, you got to make money. You got to make income, okay? The beautiful thing is you can use any channel. You can make money through any channel. It doesn't matter. Really, people get caught up in this, like they need a better education or this or that. It doesn't matter. There's infinite channels to make money. I'm not kidding you. One of my mentors actually shared this recently in the past couple months here. But there's a woman who sells her farts and made multiple 6 figures last year, selling her farts. Okay, she was an adult film star of some sort, and people started wanting to pay her for farting in a jar, $500, $1,000. She started selling those and made multiple 6 figures in a year, okay? Guys, if she can sell her farts, you can make money doing anything, okay? It's insane. Wherever there's a demand, you can make money, okay? And use the other principles and make money smarter, not harder, okay? So number 2 is restrain. We need to practice restrain. If we're making 100% of money and we're spending 100% of money, there's no restraint there. And it makes it hard in the day and age that we live in because we get credit, it's super easy to spend money, okay? But the most wealthy, if you're gonna build true wealth, the most wealthy people practice restraining and refraining from spending all of their money, okay? It literally does not matter if you make 2K a month, 7K a month, 20K a month, 100K a month, $1 million a month, it doesn't matter. If you spend it all, you're not getting any wealthier, okay? So these are principles that you need to start to live by that will help you build more money and abundance and wealth into your life and into your bank account, okay? Find a way to live below your means and you will start to tip the scale. I promise you, even if you're making 2K a month, if you can manage to live off of $1,500 a month, and the extra 500 you can do something else with now, you could save it, you can invest it, you could do something else with it. That's how you start to make the shift, okay? And number 3 is leverage. Use your extra money, whatever extra money you have, to make more money for you, all right? Literally, you only have so much time in a day. Everyone has the same amount of time, 24 hours in a day, right? We need to leverage it most effectively. And the last tip I want to give you on this is find sources you're comfortable with at first and that you trust. Okay, you don't have to learn learn the stock market or actually do your trading yourself. Like find people who are very versed in it and hire them, right? It's basically like the Richest Man in Babylon book and audiobook. The Richest Man in Babylon teaches these principles and taught it many years ago, decades ago. And we still apply the same principles today. They're foolproof. If you follow them, you will become more wealthy, 100%, okay? Wealth building ratio is the third one. All right, and this is where this gets very powerful. And the richest man in Babylon actually introduced this concept. All right, so again, it's a really cool book. If you've never read it, check it out. It's awesome. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is another one I'm going to be referencing throughout this workshop. But there's so many awesome references and resources to tap into. But guess what? You're tapped into one of the best ones right now. This free training is $1 billion training, actually. You can make $1 billion if you apply what you learn here. I promise you, there is no limitations if you match energetically with it, which we'll talk about later on, okay? But the idea is this: wealth building ratio, when you're first starting off, most people, when they're in debt and they don't have a lot of money, they're living all the way balls to the wall, okay? 100% of what they're making, they are putting out there, they're spending. They don't have this ratio or this structure to follow. Okay, so what is it? The beginner one is 70%, 15, 10, and 5. Okay, total's 100%. The very first thing, though, it breaks out a little bit differently because you need to pay yourself first. So you take 10% right off the top. As soon as you get paid at the end of the week, take 10% of that money to pay yourself first. Don't pay any bills. Don't spend anything. Pay yourself first. Rule number 1, okay? Then, and then you could do these in any order after you pay yourself first, but I do it like this, okay? You pay the rest of your bills, which, by the way, you need to live off of 70% is really the goal here. If you can't do that right now, live off of 90% and break these ratios down even further for yourself, okay? Pay yourself 2%, right? Pay down debt 3%. Give and donate 2%, whatever that is, okay? But break it down and actually follow it and apply it. I promise you, this alone is going to change a game for you. All right, but 70%, live off of 70%. That's the first goal as a beginner of building wealth, okay? And by the way, comment below if this is making sense, okay, guys? I want to know that this is resonating with you. All right, so 10% right off the top, pay yourself first. 70% to pay your bills. Okay, get all those paid. Everyone's satisfied. And then the extra 15%, you're going to pay down or pay off any debt. And I highly recommend you pay the biggest debt that you have or the most interest that is accumulating. Pay that one down first. Okay, that's actually from another technique that we get into, but we're going to get into that tomorrow. Okay, so the idea is pay down the highest debt that you currently have, or the one that's taking the most from you, most interest and all that, okay? The last piece of this is give and donate. Guys, the more you give, the more you receive. I promise you, that's one of the best strategies and mindsets to start to have. Help people in need, donate. There's always somebody worse off than you. How can you help them, okay? So start to practice this principle. This alone is going to change a game for you. The intermediate one looks like this, okay? It's a little bit more, okay? So it's 15% you pay yourself first. You're living off of 50%, half of what you make. You're living off of now, okay? You get your bills down that much. Then you use the 25% to pay off debt and or to start to invest. Okay, start to leverage that money from this one right here, number 3, right? Use that extra money to leverage it, okay? That's what we're doing. We're doing 25% now, where you leverage 25% of that money now can start making you more money and or paying off more and more debt, okay? The idea is you've got to get rid of your debt. You want to get rid of all of your debt and then it frees up. That's the advanced level. But then you get to give and donate even more at this level, okay? So a lot of people think having more money is bad. No, it allows you to do more and help more people. It's not a bad thing. If it currently feels bad for you, we're going to be starting to shift that mindset for you throughout these 3 days. I promise you, stay with me, okay? The advanced one here, this is for when you've already paid off your debt, basically. As soon as you pay your debt off, now you're paying yourself 20% off the top. You pay your bills. You're living within 30% of your means. Okay, you're paying off all your bills. You invest 40%, and then you give and donate to others, right? 10%. The 10% usually stays there. You can increase it if you want to. At that phase, you can do whatever the hell you want, actually. You have created true freedom for yourself, financial freedom at that phase, okay? So again, take a screenshot of this, guys. Before I go on to the next one, this is so incredibly valuable. And last but not least for today, we're going to hone in on increasing your value and expertise. I don't care where you are right now, even if you're working a job that pays $10 an hour. If you increase your value and your expertise, it increases your value that people will be willing to pay for you for, okay? Even if you're in a job and you're an employee, increase the amount of service you provide people, right? Increase in serving mentality is one of the biggest things we're going to get into here. But you want to increase any and all of these areas, okay? Your knowledge and expertise, your willingness to provide a service above and beyond, to go above and beyond with what you're doing, the work that you're doing right now, okay? Increasing and serving mentality. So guys, I don't have to do this training. I'm just doing it for free for you. I want to go above and beyond to provide you as much value as I possibly can so that you know how much I care and want to help you increase in your life. Okay? I know how to help you increase, and I'm excited to help you do this. Okay? So this is what my going above and beyond looks like. Okay, but what does yours look like? All right, if you're an employee, maybe it's doing twice as much as your coworkers. Okay? Without feeling like you're a victim or it's unfair. No, if you want to make more money, you got to do more. You got to be more. You have to provide more service, provide more value, become more valuable, right? That's a principle that a lot of people forget about, that they can do this right now with where they're at. In fact, if you did this right now, you can increase your income and get a raise probably this month or in the next couple months, okay? In the very near future. But in the very least, we want to start adopting an increasing and serving mentality, okay? This is for free, guys. Smile, appreciate everyone, love life. Start to count your blessings in life and do the gratitude every day for all the beautiful things that you do have right now. Maybe it's an awesome relationship with somebody. Maybe it's awesome kids you have. Maybe it's a beautiful car or house or apartment, whatever it is for you. Maybe you have a business, right? Whatever that is for you, we want to start to appreciate it, okay? Have only positive thoughts about others and money especially. We're going to get into that. Give compliments you sincerely mean. Listen intently and sympathize with others. Guys, even just listening to somebody else is valuable. It's valuable to them, right? It allows them to channel their energy and you to receive that energy. Okay, it's an exchange of energy with everything in our life. Okay, but help others because you want to. Serve your clients, customers, your boss, your coworkers to the best of your ability, like I already kind of mentioned, right? Provide over-the-top customer service, product, and marketing value. Okay, if you can start to do this right now, you will immediately see a return on your investment. Immediately. I don't care where you work, what you're doing. You could be whatever. It doesn't even matter. You could apply this and start to make more money right now. Okay. So listen, I don't want to bombard you with all of that principles. You're gonna get through all of those throughout the workshop. But with what you've learned some powerful principles. Now we need to start changing your money story. Okay. Really, it's our thoughts and feelings about money. We need to start changing. Hopefully these strategies and principles helped open your mindset a little bit as well to what is possible. What does wealth building look like actually? What does abundance actually look like? How do you actually achieve it? That is what we just went through, is the roadmap to that, okay? But here are some very powerful beginner affirmations for money affirmations that you can start to do right now, okay? So no matter what thoughts you currently have about money, if you start entertaining these, it's going to start to automatically rewrite your programming and your money mindset, okay? I have the power to create the success and build the wealth I desire. Ooh, that's a good one. It's a good one. I want you to take a screenshot of this afterwards, okay? I deserve to be paid for my skills, time, and knowledge. You do. You are worthy. You are deserving. In fact, you're deserving of 50 to 100 times more than you currently believe right now, at least right now. In fact, you're actually deserving of 1,000 times more, but you're at least 50 to 100 times more than what you're getting right now. All right. And so start entertaining that thought, right? Money, this is one of my favorite. Money comes to me easily, effortlessly, and consistently. And next level is and in increasing quantities on a weekly basis. Man, I love that one. Money comes to me easily, effortlessly, and consistently on a weekly basis. Oh, it feels so good. And let me tell you, it's true for me. It has already come true for me. It started coming true last year. Okay. In fact, all of these things have come true for me, and I want them to come true for you. Okay. I always have enough money and more. Oh, that's a good one. Right? Even if currently you don't have a whole lot of money, you have enough. You're alive, right? You're getting by somehow, some way, right? Maybe it's not the best way yet, but you haven't gone through a training like this yet. Once you do this, it's going to change the game for you. I promise you. Okay. The more money I spend strategically, the more I attract back. The reality is, guys, the more you spend, the more you get, the more you attract back. Okay. If you're afraid to spend money for whatever reason, it's fear-based, we got to start to change that. Okay. But take a screenshot of this before I go on, because guys, this is so powerful. These are really, really cool. I want you to start to entertain these this week, today even. Okay. But what are some other thoughts or affirmations you could say to yourself? Right. Here's another example. I am open and receptive to all the wealth life offers me. Okay. What are some that you come up with though? These thoughts and statements need to resonate with you deeply. You got to start feeling into them. That's the only way things are going to shift for you in a significant way, is to start to feel differently about money. Okay. So that's the idea, is what are some thoughts and affirmations you can entertain right now that you might believe into that will help you start to feel better about money? All right. I want you just to take a quick pause, write some ideas down right now. Okay. Awesome. And guys, this is it for today. Okay, this is day one. And here's the action items for today. What's your current money story? Your current thoughts and feelings about money. You got to figure out where you're at right now. I'm here to tell you, whatever you write down equals the results you currently have. Okay, money's hard to make. It is hard to make. Okay, I don't have enough money in the bank. You don't have enough money in the bank. Whatever thoughts and feelings you have, write it all down right now. We're going to start to shift it. Okay. Before anything changes physically, you got to change it up here in your mindset first, energetically. Okay. You got to switch the channel that you're thinking on to this new one. Okay. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow in more detail. But I also want you to really go back to the principle section. Okay. And I'm going to go back to it at the end here, but just so you can see it again. But what principles and strategies really stood out to you and hit home for you and you're excited about? Right? Which ones opened up your mindset already to new possibilities for you? Or which ones haven't you been applying that you know if you started applying will make a significant change for you? Okay. Write it down. Write down the one that's most exciting to you. Okay. If there's several, then write them all down. What money story do you want to have for your future? That's the next thing. We're going to talk a lot more about that tomorrow in day 2, because we need to start creating a new money story, which includes new thoughts, feelings, beliefs, self-image, and concept about money. Okay. We're going to start rewriting this for you. All right, guys. And that is the end. So I'm going to go back to this screen right here. I really want you guys to have this screen. This is going to transform your money, abundance, and wealth in ways that you couldn't even imagine right now. Okay. And at the end of this workshop, this entire 3-day workshop, you're going to have such a beautiful understanding of each of these and how to apply them that you're going to be crushing it this month. You literally will 2x, 3x, 10x your month if you actually start applying these concepts. I promise you. Okay. So I'm going to stop my screen share. But that concludes day 1, you guys. Okay. I hope this was very valuable to you. If it was, post it in the comments below. But I'm so excited to deliver this for you. I wish I had a training like this years ago when I first started coaching and getting out there as an entrepreneur and trying to make money passively. I wish I knew these things, right? Started into network marketing 6 years ago. And again, all these principles will change the game for you no matter where you are, okay? So guys, with that, I am going to log off here. I'm going to be back on live tomorrow, same time, same place. So if you enjoyed this module today, stay tuned for tomorrow. It's going to be amazing. And we got 3 days of this, okay? So tomorrow and Thursday is going to look like this, okay? Very similar, half an hour to 45-minute sessions. And any questions that you guys have, please post them down below, okay? I'll be happy to get to them throughout this entire workshop, okay? So with that, guys, I'll see you in day 2.